What's up, guys? This is Project Skuggs Podcast, episode 3. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about mental health, especially my mental health, what it's like dealing with bipolar, having manic thoughts, mania, and what I've done to cope with it and how I've dealt with it. And I've had it ever since I was young, before I was diagnosed when I was like 22. But I always had thoughts and that were racing and stuff. And it's never went away. I've just learned how to build a resilience to it. And I am on a Abilify injection. I take an arm once a month, which is it's an antipsychotic. But it keeps me stable, and not stable in a way that I get out of hand. It's just my thoughts. They kind of level out, and I'm not thinking too high. Not thinking, I'm going to do this, do that. No, it's just kind of, I just take it easy, one day at a time, right? So, this is about my mental health and what bipolar is and manic thoughts and what I did to, what I do to help keep myself, moving forward. So thanks for joining me, guys. This is going to be not the longest episode, but I'm just going to get into a little bit of my past and the situations of bipolar and all that. So thanks for tuning in. Here we go.
I'm set on fire.
I'm set on fire, guys, because I took my life back. And it's been a long process. I'm not going to lie. It's been a long 10 years of drinking, doing drugs, and partying and being a fool and making bad decisions and having regrets. But now I took my life back. I feel good. I probably haven't felt this good in a long time. I'm 24 days sober, and I've been hitting the gym, been staying healthy in the mind, in the spirit, and I'm just ready and I'm motivated now. So what is bipolar exactly? Since we're talking about my mental health, I wanted to look up the definition of bipolar. Here it is. I am set on fire today because I took my life back. And you know what? It's been a battle. I'm not going to lie. It's been a tough time since I was like 6 or 7 and started developing mania and manic thoughts and being young like that, not being able to really talk to anybody about it because no one really understood. I was just a kid, right? I didn't even know. And you grow older, you get, as you're older, you start thinking maybe, and it hit me when I was about, it really got bad. I'll tell you, I was diagnosed with bipolar when I was 22, I believe. And I've always had it, all the mania thoughts. So I went on some Abilify, try to help them out. The pills didn't really work, the oral Abilify. But what happened in 2015 is when it all got really bad. I was doing a cycloanadrol. It's a steroid. It's an oral steroid. Probably the most powerful steroid you can do. I advise you don't do it. It fucks the mind big time. And I was doing cocaine on top of that, lots of cocaine. And I just fucked my mind up. And the wires in my brain got all scrambled. It was hard to talk to people. I couldn't look them in the eyes for too long. And I couldn't talk. And my breathing would get all fucked up. And it was just a nightmare. And that lasted for about 3 years. I ended up going to the Burnaby rehab or whatever. More like a mental institute, kind of. And, I was battling my mind for about 3 straight years, and then I eventually got on a Abilify injection in the arm, and it mellowed out. It mellowed out within like 2 weeks. So, I've been on that injection for a few years. I have for about when did I go on that injection? I think 2017. I started Abilify injection, but I have been off for periods of times, and then when I'm drinking while I'm off Abilify, it's just a recipe for disaster. It's not good. So that's when it all got bad in 2015. It was 3 years of a nightmare. Just had to stay inside most of the time, and it was bad. Now I'm sociable. I like talking to people. I like going and saying hi. I like, meeting people and stuff like that. I can do it no problem now, but it was definitely a battle there. And then, the Abilify definitely helped. So But I still get manic thoughts. I've always wanted to save the world. Who doesn't? Who's a good person want to save the world? But it's unrealistic. I'm not going to save the world. I could barely have saved myself, but I did. I got myself out, and all that drinking I was doing for the last 6 months, and it's weird how I like this story. All that drinking, I ended up in the hospital. Fast forward in December, I puked up a bit of blood. It was nothing really, but they did a bunch of blood work, and they tested my iron levels unrelated to the drinking, and they found out my iron was really, really high. And most people's count's under 100. I have over 17,000 count in my body. It might be hemochromatosis. It's a genetic disorder. It's in the genes where your body stores an absurd amount of iron, and the only way to treat it is to drain blood every so often. It's a lifelong process, so I hope I don't have that. I got to do some blood work to test, but either way, my iron levels are high, skyrocketed. And what I'm trying to say with this is that if I didn't do all that drinking, end up in the hospital, I was all dizzy, puking, and nauseous, and and if they didn't do that blood work, they would have never known my iron levels were that high. I don't remember the last time I checked my iron levels. They could have been this high for a long time, and who knows how many years could have went on where I never checked it, and they kept building till it was too late. My doctor said that, hey, you know what, Aaron, we can do something about it. It's you seen it, you caught it in time, and that's why I got to do some blood work. So either way, my iron levels are high, and I'm just saying that to say that weird things where they work out. You know what I mean? I went through that darkness, that pit, and all that, and on the other side, it gave me something that could potentially save my life. So I'm not going to say the drinking was a good thing. It definitely wasn't, because I did a lot of dumb shit, and I'm just saying that so things work out. I'm taking it for what it is, and I'm moving forward. I'm staying sober, staying healthy in the mind, hitting the gym, getting my spirit in tune to the cosmos, to the vibrations and the frequency, staying positive, making it happen, making it pop. So I want to talk about my manic thoughts, though, like mania. What are they? What does manic mean? Let's have a look. So you can see there that, having high energy. But when 2015, when my brain was all scrambled, I wasn't talkative. I wasn't doing all that. But when I got off of it, when I went on the Abilify, that's why these late days when I'm drunk and I leave all those posts, leave like 10 posts in a row. That's part of the mania, manic, and then it's also I don't take Facebook too seriously when I post things. I don't really think about it too much. I make myself laugh when I look back at a reel that was dumb or something, and I think, what the fuck was I thinking? And it just makes me laugh sometimes. But yeah, I'm still definitely, say what's on my mind now. But that 2015 period where I was all fucked up, I wouldn't talk to people. I wouldn't. It was like 3 years of just me. And so, started when I was young, bipolar thoughts, manic thoughts. I grew up, built resilience. But then I did cocaine and Anadrol in 2015. Went down a dark pit of isolation, and but now I'm back. And that last drinking spree, you know what I mean? It happened, whatever. It led to me finding out my iron count. I'm taking it for what it is, and moving forward. And I don't want to make this episode too long, guys, but this is just kind of a basic thing about me. And what helps me get through it more than anything is music. I believe music is a higher power. Because when God spoke the universe into existence, everything is sound. There's power in words. And I know some of my music's like talking about weird shit and all that. But now I'm trying to be more positive. Now that I'm sober, be more, talking about the right thing and how it can influence people. Because most music in the mainstream it's not beneficial to the spirit. It's all materialized, So, I'm just saying, guys, music helped me get through that. If you want to check out this song I'm about to leave, at the end of this, you can. This is what helped me get through. This is like my struggles. This talks about what I've been through, this song. If you listen to the lyrics and how I got over it and where I am at now. And I just want to say thanks for watching this. If you guys watch this, I appreciate it. I'm going to try to make these podcasts better. I got a little bit of a setup, but it's got to be, I got to get more in depth. And I want to have a guest eventually and get a better set, like in a new place. I'm just in the bedroom at my house here. So, maybe get somewhere where we develop this, make it happen. It might be down 6 months from now, who knows? But as long as I stay on the right path, stay focused, we can get anything done. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Project Skuggs Podcast. Here's that track which helped me. And I just recorded this the other day. And, you know, music helps me get that what's inside of me out. And it's been huge in my life. So cheers, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Here's that track. Be blessed.
When you're lost in the silence and there's no one to help, when you want to escape but there's no way out. I know what it's like when you feel like you're living on the edge. Yeah, life's fucked up and nothing makes sense. When you try to run away but there's no way to go. When you try to hold on when you're lost in the soul. All my life I've tried run away from myself. I can't do this anymore. I don't wanna be a war. My soul, it burns with the flame of God. Why has my life been so hard? Why the fuck am I so scarred? Yeah, I'm living on the edge. Nothing makes sense in this fucked up head. Every single thing she said. Why do I feel like this? Even if I fucking missed. Why didn't I just take that risk? Why do I feel so far away? Why can't we go back today? All my life I've tried run away from myself. I can't do this anymore. I don't wanna be a war. My soul, it burns with the flame of God. Why has my life been so hard? Why the fuck am I so scarred? This is when it gets real. This is when we start to heal. This is when we start to feel. And that's just a fucking deal. I was trying to run away. There was nowhere to go. I was trying to hide from God, but I couldn't get away.